We're gonna do posterior chain strength, which is gonna be a deadlift, and then anterior hypertrophy, leg extensions, probably a hack squat, some kind of squat, lunge. We'll see what people give me, but we're starting with deadlifts. I'm gonna be lifting it for strength. I've got my coffee. It's super cold in here. Well, we're gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get a warm up in, get it started. Figure out how to set up this camera a little better. Okay. That should be good. Start with a little warm up. Nice lightweight, just warming up. Easy peasy. We'll try and move up progressively. I don't know how heavy I can even get today. Hopefully, maybe 275, 315. I'm doing conventional deadlift. I normally go sumo. Well, probably more sumo than conventional. We're gonna go conventional because I want to target a little more hamstrings. So we'll see how it goes. That was 135 warm up, and we're gonna jump to a 185 next. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I can get to you. Again, we're doing leg day, starting with deadlifts, going for strength. It's cold as hell. Got my coffee. Oh. Despite it being leg day, I'm not sure about doing shorts in here. It's just too cold. So we're going pants. I'm going 5 reps because I'm just doing strength. Conventional deadlift. Feel free to leave a comment. Let me know how it's going. Let me know how crappy my form is. If you have any fun pointers, want to ask some questions about fitness or just fun. Flex? What kind of flex do you want? How about that? All right. I'm going to jump up a little bit. 225. Leave me a comment. Where's everyone from? If you guys are into working out, or if you plan on working out today. Hey, Darian. Whew. It's coffee o'clock. This is actually my second coffee of the day. Where's everyone from? I gotta rest. The problem with strength training is there's lots of rest in between sets. So I need people to talk to. That's why you guys are here. You gotta get me through this workout or else I'm gonna struggle. Because I'm not wanting to do leg day today, you know? So I need the motivation, guys. I need you guys to push me here. Oh God, coffee's so good. It's only 225. I might still just belt up for now. I don't think I want to risk anything because it's cold out. I'm such a wuss too. It's not even that cold. I'm in San Diego right now. It's like, this gym is 60 degrees. It's not even that bad. I'm just being a big wuss. Okay. 225, crank out 5. Felt good. Felt relatively easy for 5, you know, just lifting for strength. My goal here is to find a weight where 5 is pretty close to my max on it. Just keep going up, and maybe where I'm 1 away from failure or 2 away from failure. Marcelo, is that how you say your name? Marcelo? Appreciate you. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, not the legs so much. Guillermo, what's up, dude? Good to see you again. Yeah, my legs are not a good portion of my physique. I'm very upper body dominant. I have pretty high legs though, which is just quite a disadvantage, but just like natural genetics is a big thing. So I just have like decent shoulders that push out and like pretty wide clavicle. So I have okay upper body genetics, and then my lower body is just like, here's the top of my hip right here. Super long, I mean, for my size, super long, I'm 6'2", super long for my size legs, and they just won't grow as much. It is what it is. From Brazil, right on. Well, it's nice to meet you. All right, I'm jumping up. This is 275. We're gonna see if I can get 5 again. I might go straps. Just because if I want to keep going more than 275, I should just play it safe. So I probably want to go a little heavier than this yet. Jessica, what's up? Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you as well. If you have any questions about workout or about life or anything, leave it below. I'm going to try and hit this set here. Again, conventional deadlift, going for strength, trying about 5. Yep, that felt pretty good. I think I'm going to jump up to 315 next. Keep it going. On my channel, I just try to make videos for my clients and just people who ask me questions. If you guys have a question, any ideas for videos, let me know. I'm happy to help anyone answer any questions they have for free, in the exchange that you guys help me get through this leg workout. Because especially once we get to quads, I'm gonna be struggling. Today, I even thought about skipping the gym, and I thought, come on, we gotta do this. We're going to jump up to 315, so that's 3 plates on each side. I'm not sure what the heaviest I've ever gone is for conventional. Probably closer to 400. That was a hot second ago. Coffee o'clock. Get your coffee in. This is what I do for pre-workout. Just slam a coffee. Again, if you have any questions or just Want to talk? Let me know. Where are you guys from? Is anyone out east right now with that snowstorm coming through? I'm in San Diego, so we're on fire watch right now. Yesterday there was a fire maybe 5-minute drive from my gym here. So hopefully nothing happens. All right. If you guys have any suggestions for exercises that you want to see me do, I'm doing quads after I do deadlifts. I'm going to do quads. If you have any specific exercises you want to see, or if you want to torture me and give me some ideas, I'll do them. In Kentucky. 10 degrees in Kentucky? Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm sitting here in my gym complaining, and it's 60 degrees in my gym right now. So 10 degrees is rough. I feel for you. Hopefully that passes soon. All right, let's get it. Oh, 315. We'll see how many I can do. Hope for the best. Did I tighten this? That might help. Okay, take 2. Yep. Okay, 315 for 5. Feel good about it. I probably could have done 7 or 8. So I like where we're at. Oh my God. Wow. It was 3 degrees out last night when I was working on my truck. Good for you. That's bold. I'm not about that life. I grew up in Canada and fled the cold. I'm not a huge fan. Hey, what kind of truck do you have? A lot of people sleep, you do sports. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but yeah, I was a hockey player growing up. High school volleyball, basketball. College, played a little bit of football, and now I play all kinds of sports. I was on like rec sports now, but hockey, and getting more and more into golf because it's been super fun. And San Diego's great, a lot of like year-round opportunities for courses here, so it's good. In fact, I just got my first eagle 1 week ago. Very excited on a par 5. Got it in 3, so I'm stoked. Doing well. Getting a lot better. It's all just practice, you know. Okay, I'm at 315 right now. I don't know if I should go too much heavier if I want to stay around 5. Maybe I'll add some 10s. We're just going to go to 335. I think that'll be a good stopping point for today. I'm pyramiding up, and then I'm going to do a couple sets coming back down, and then we'll get into the quads and get into anterior work. How do I lift that? Time, practice. You got to work your way up. And there's guys who can do way more than this, which is wild. At one point, I sumo deadlifted, not conventional deadlifted, but I sumo deadlifted 500. That was the most I've ever done back when I was more powerlifting and less aesthetic lifting. Conventional, I think the highest maybe 400, 425. I've always been a really good sumo lifter. I got long arms, I got a big advantage on that. So I did hit the 500, but long time now. Hey, what's up? Okay. What did I say? 335? Yeah, 315 plus the 10s, 335. I know the first pull is going to be the worst. So if I can get through that first pull, I can probably get the 5. Again, I've been trying to aim for something where I'm failing, or not failing, I'm coming 1 or 2 short of failure, and then find a weight where it's close to 5. All right, let's get it. Okay. Let's go. Yep, lightweight. Right on. Maybe had 1 or 2 in the tank, so that's perfect. We're gonna stop there, work my way back down. That felt pretty good. 335 for 5. That probably puts my 1 rep max 385 maybe. So that's pretty good. Of course, I'm making that number up. That's not based off anything. So, can you breathe while you lift? Yeah, definitely. In most of your lifts, you want to be breathing throughout. But strength exercises in particular, when you're lifting really heavy, you want to be bracing your core and actually kind of holding your breath, at least during the hardest part of the lift. You'll see people who are doing squats, taking that deep breath in, bracing their core, hitting the squat, and then maybe releasing at the top, and then resetting, taking another breath. If I was resetting here, I'd do the same thing. Ideally, if I'm doing 5 or more reps, I don't want to be holding my breath the whole time because, I mean, hopefully you don't pass out if you're doing that. It's obviously a big risk. But on that first lift, for sure, the hardest lift, getting that off the ground right off the bat, I'm holding my breath, focusing on bracing my core and then driving through legs. Okay, good question. And you'll see powerlifters hold their breath on a lot of lifts, pretty much every lift. The only one that I'm maybe a little bit wary of is the bench press. Just because if I'm holding my breath and I'm moving my rib cage, because I'm moving my pecs, you run a very small chance of hurting an intercostal muscle. Pretty small chance. I mean, powerlifters do it all the time, so, but it's possible. Okay, I'm gonna drop down to 225, and we're gonna get a set here real fast. Easy peasy. I'm going to drop down to 135. Crank another set. I don't really like waiting too much on this, or it's just too easy. I'm trying to go back to back more or less. Treat it as a big drop set. Bingo. I'll tell you what, my cold gym is no longer cold. Because that heats you up real fast. Whew. Damn. Yeah, I'm in California, San Diego, California. Said, yeah, Brazil. What city in Brazil? Not that I know a whole lot of cities in Brazil. I'm just double fisting right now. This is a coffee. And this is a like vasodilator pre-workout, which I'm taking after I did my heavy lift. The reason I'm doing that is when it comes to pure strength, caffeine is your best pre-workout. And then hypertrophy, you can get into your vasodilators. So why wouldn't I take my caffeine first? Some research suggests, who knows how true it is, some research suggests that taking caffeine and vasodilators kind of lowers both if you take them together. I'm going to just take caffeine, hit my heavy, then get into my vasodilators, hit my hypertrophy. Slam it. All right. We're moving on. We just did our posterior chain strength. Now we're going to hit anterior chain hypertrophy. If you don't know, anterior means front of your body, so predominantly quads. We're going to be hitting 3 or 4 exercises. If you have an exercise in mind you want to learn about or you want to see, you let me know. If not, I'm just going to roll through a bunch of options. We're going to start with the leg extension. I'm going to be moving you guys around a little bit here. Setting you up. You guys like my lion? Pretty dope. I'm going to set you guys up so you can see the leg extension. That looks pretty good. Coffee is good for exercise. Hell yeah, dude. Caffeine's the best. Caffeine's like the best supplement for pre-workout. Most bodybuilders, a lot of bodybuilders have just a cup of coffee. Of course, the other side does these crazy stuff, which get into like 400 or 500 milligrams. But RDLs, okay. I wasn't planning on doing RDLs because I wanted to do more anterior stuff. But maybe as a superset, I'll go over some form. Is there any question about RDLs in particular that you want to go over? What am I drinking for real? You want to see? I'll show you the bottle. Let me grab it real fast. Hang on. This is the stuff I have. It is Alpha Lion Super Pump. I'm not even close to a sponsored person, but I like this. It's just a vasodilator. There's no caffeine in it, or there might be other stimulants. Let me look. It's got lion's mane for focus, which is cool. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium. It has citrulline, which is a vasodilator. Beta-alanine, which is kind of helps you with endurance during the workout. So later on in the workout, you still feel pretty fresh. Yeah, so just a couple scoops of that after my coffee. This is what I would use for hypertrophy. If I'm just going strength, it's just caffeine. And you can do a coffee, you can do caffeine pills if you want. I prefer coffee because I love coffee. I just slam those. How often do I work out per week? I'd say minimum 4 days a week. As much as 6. I probably average 4 to 5 if I was going to guess. I'm pretty bad about weekends lately. I got to be better about that. Just getting lazy. Actually, I was doing a lot of yard work, which you're just tired after, you know. He looking good. Thank you. 7K an hour. I don't know what that username is, but thank you. Just form, please. New to movement. My back fails first. Okay, so we need to go over why your back is failing and the steps that you can take to get rid of that. So I'm going to hit I'm going to hit a set on the leg extensions, warm that up, and then I move the camera. We're going to go over those RDLs. Okay. Can I train and eat 6 times a day, every day? Would I get unhealthy doing that? You're saying that you want to train every day and eat 6 meals a day, Brian. If that's what you're saying, I would just say you need a lot of rest. You know, if you're getting adequate sleep, that's great. But you definitely need to get a lot of sleep. Kylie, what's up? Nice to meet you. Okay, let me get a set here. I'm rambling off, but I need to do some work, or else this workout's gonna last forever. I don't know why I still have this thing on. All right. So I'm not going crazy heavy on the leg extensions right now. This is kind of a warm-up. Because I'm going for hypertrophy, I never really want to get that heavy on extensions. I'm going to be focusing more on range of motion under tension, and I'm focusing on squeezing at the top. You know, this is a squeeze-based exercise, and I love it to try to go for that squeeze, even a little hold at the top you can see. I feel my quads better this way than if I load up and only go out that far. So I'm trying to go up all the way, get that big squeeze. Again, kind of a warm-up-y weight. I'm not going to do very many working sets, maybe even just one or two. Oh, I'm moving you. Sorry, guys. Working out 6 times a day, that would be impressive. I don't know how you find the time for that. I'm not really sure I see the point. My goal when I'm working out is to cause some kind of adaptation, right? So I'm trying to stress my body in some way so that your body's adapting to it. If I'm continually working out, then I didn't work out hard enough the first time to cause some change. That's my opinion on it. 6 hours a day, you're not trying hard enough. Simple as that. If your workout lasts more than an hour, you're probably not trying hard enough. After an hour here, where I'm going failure, 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 I'm gassed. I used to, when I was like 18, I work out for 2 hours, not failing consistently. But then you don't grow as much. So fail, 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 go home, rest. That's my opinion. Yeah, you're gonna burn out. That's a very good point. I want to break my human limits. Hey dude, that's badass. I love it. Okay, let's go over the RDL, and then I'll try to come back to some questions. I'm going to grab some weights here, something fairly light for the demonstration. Okay, so the whole point of an RDL, I'm trying to work my posterior chain, that's my hamstrings and my glutes, okay? Which means that's the only thing I want to work. I don't want my quads to be doing work up and down, so I want to think about pushing my butt back to the wall like this, and then I'm pushing my butt forward. So butt goes back and my chest drops towards the ground. I'm not going down with my knees at all. It's just hips drive back, hips drive forward, hips drive back, hips drive forward, okay? If you're feeling your lower back on this, there's 2 things that could be happening. Number 1 is, as I'm going back, I'm putting my weight forward onto my toes. And right in that position here, I'm activating through my anterior chain, not my posterior chain, so my lower back is gonna have to do some of the work to hold me up. So the change, you're just gonna slide back onto your heels. Now right away it's switched. I feel it in my glutes, I feel it in my hamstrings. So I could even lift my toes up if I wanted to, okay? So that's the first change. The second change is how we're actually lifting ourselves up. And I don't want you to think of it like I'm pulling up like this. You see how my lower back has this massive curve in it? That's not good, right? We want to keep that straight. And a good way to think about it is, instead of lifting my back up like this, I'm just pushing my butt forward like that, right? So my butt is doing the work. It's just this thrust motion, right? And that's how we're activating through our glutes to bring us forward instead of our back to curve us up. If you have another question on that, throw that in right now. Man, I'm out of breath. What the hell? What if I take special supplements? Yeah, there's only one there's 2 supplements that would make it even possible for you to do that. And that's steroids and growth hormone. That's it. I'm super against them, so I can't help you out with that at all, but those are the ones that you'd have to take. Because there's no like natural supplement that can help you have that much bounce back on muscle growth where you can constantly work out. It's just not going to happen. You are one sandwich away from fat? What? Not sure what that means. I'm not one sandwich away from fat. I'm good, if that's what you're wondering. Should we flex our abs doing that? Good question. Abs are on the whole time, right? And that's just to avoid having this mega drop in your back. Having them on keeps your back more straight. A lot of people, as they're coming up, especially in lightweight, they actually flex their abs forward a little bit to help push their glutes forward. So right now my abs are on, they're flexed forward like this, and I'm not releasing where I can't get that glute drive. So yeah, good question. I did not point that out. I heard keeping your head looking forward improves back form. Yeah, I mean, that's just based around your spinal erectors in your neck. Some people say as you go down, like the old way of doing it is I'm looking up at the mirror. Obviously that's putting a little bit of tension through my upper cervical spinal erectors. So they say like you're kind of looking down in front of you for optimal form. At the end of the day, I don't think it matters that much. You know, do whatever you feel comfortable. I'm going to go back to this for just a second here. Thanks, I fixed it. I know what the problem is now. Awesome. I do want to actually, if you can stick around, Tom, I want to show you one more thing after I hit the set here on a Roman chair that is very useful, and it's a very good practice for RDLs, and it kind of gets your head around how to use your glutes and your hamstrings without using your lower back. So if you can stick around for one sec, I'm going to show you that. Get this set in. I think I need heavier. So up, trying to go for that big squeeze. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to try and take this to failure. Hoping I picked the right weight where I fail anywhere 8 to 12. If I didn't and I fail at 16 or 20 or 40, it doesn't really matter that much. I'm just going to take this to failure. All it tells me is how to adjust the weight for next time. All right, I'm just going to go quiet so I can focus here. Ow. Ooh. Shit. Oh. The goal is, after a set like this, I want to be a little Bambi for a bit. I want to have worked my muscles so hard that I can't even really walk. Okay, maybe not that bad. But the point is, the point is, I'm trying to take it to failure. And if you're working out like this, I can't see you working out 6 times a day. You're completely gassed. That was just one working set there. I'm gonna move on because that smoked me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this amazing trick to help your RDLs. And that is using this machine right here. It's called a Roman chair. Oh, my quads. Good Lord. And it's probably the best. This is what I use with my clients to help teach this movement and help learn how to activate glutes by themselves. Okay, so we're on the Roman chair. I have 2 ways that I can accomplish this exercise. Jeez, I need to move that. Okay, I have 2 ways that I can accomplish this exercise. And that is using my back like this to come up. See how my back is doing all that work? I'll show you again. My back is coming up. Or I can use my butt. like this. See how my butt is doing the squeezing and bringing me up. So what I want you to do is go on this machine, and I want you to just dangle, and I want you to think about just squeezing your butt and releasing your butt. And that's it. And so right now, my butt and my hamstrings are doing all the work, and my back is doing no work. And then when I go into my Romanian deadlift, where I'm here, I just squeeze my butt, and I do that exact same thing to activate through the muscles we actually want to work. So this is such a good tool to practice. Once you nail that one, you can really nail your RDLs. Hopefully that helped. Oh. Good rep, you got it. Thanks, Solo. Wish I could train all the time and get super strong, super fast. Yeah, don't we all? Ryan, you're right. I actually am sore pretty much 24/7 in somewhere in my body. I actually really like that. I love the feeling of being sore. Maybe a little sadistic. Okay, we're moving on. If you guys have an exercise you want to see, especially an anterior exercise, let me know. Tom, nice to meet you. Germany, that's awesome. What city? So if you guys have any exercise you want to see, I'm thinking maybe hack squat. Hamburg. Nice, right on, man. Parkour, yeah. I'm not much of a parkour. I feel like parkour is super good for small guys. Not that I'm like overly huge, but I'm 6'2", lanky as hell. So, okay, hack squat. That's my awesome hack squat machine. It's a hack squat leg press combo. Sick, I absolutely love it. One of my best friends from college is from Hamburg, actually. I'm sure it's like, I'm from Canada, and people are like, oh, I know, you know Greg from Canada? Like, no, I don't. So there's no way you would know him, but I do love my German friends. Okay, so I've decided on the hack squat, unless someone can give me a better recommendation. Maybe I'll move this. So new people know what the heck we're doing. Again, if anyone's just joining, it's leg day. We already did deadlifts. We're now moving on. Gee, did I not even get that in the camera? All right, okay, we back. I'll move it a little bit closer here. Sorry, guys. Zach, you're from Canada? All right, what city? Where are you from, bro? We'll see if we're neighbors. Quebec, right on. I've only ever been to Montreal. Was there for a bachelor party. It was super fun. Really cool city. What city are you from in Quebec? Oh, and I crossed over. I was visiting a buddy in Ottawa, and we crossed over the river into Quebec to get beer, because I know Quebec. One thing I know about Quebec, you guys know your fucking poutine, and you know your beer. That's one thing I could say. Yeah, so far my experiences there has been good. I don't know if I spelled right, but can you try banking press? I'm not sure I know what that is. Banking press. Banking press. I don't know. Adelaide, is that how you pronounce that? I'm not sure where that is, but cool, fellow Canadian. Right on. Okay, I'm gonna get a set in here. Banking press. mean, very possible that that is the correct thing, and I just don't know the exercise. That's the best thing about fitness is I've been around it for a long time, and I still learn stuff all the time. That's great. Okay, so we're gonna go hack squat. My goal is, I'm trying to make this for hypertrophy. So at the bottom, I'm trying to pre-contract my quads and then drive up, and then I'm driving up to just about here where I still keep tension. And then my plan is to go as deep as I can. It's a long way for me to travel, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going down nice and deep. Then I'm going to pre-contract and drive up. Oh, yep. That hurts. Sorry if the machine is super loud. Oh no. Oh, this is my nightmare. Ow. Oh, that was good. Oh yeah, Bambi legged after that one. The one thing I really like about hack squats is, oh no, not ready, is you can go to failure and you're totally safe. You just put the weight down at the bottom. So it's awesome. Bank press. I don't even know what that is. I don't want to exit this to look it up. Is it? Man. Yeah, I wish I could help you out. I'm sorry. Bank press. I'm gonna look it up though after this and learn something new. I love trying new exercises too. Yeah, sorry, man. Appreciate you giving the suggestion, but I'm not familiar. God damn, that got my quads good. I don't even know if I want to do another one. I mean, I probably should. Okay. All right, give me some encouragement. One more, right? I can do it, right? Oh. I'm gonna grab some water. Screw it, I'll take you with me. You can get a little tour of my gym. Check it out, I got the squat racks. I have a Smith machine, benches, tons of machines. I got a good chest press, shoulder press, row, all the good stuff. I got a punching bag in the back for cardio, as well as some balls for slams and stuff. Hitting that bag's pretty fun. Maybe I'll do a little bit, one more set. Let's go. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate the support, buddy. I need it. That's why I came live today. I was just like, leg day. I need some distraction. I need some encouragement. And everyone's been awesome so far. It's really nice to meet everyone. Oh. While my legs simmer down a little, maybe I'll show you guys some boxing. Not that I'm a pro by any means, but I do love boxing for cardio. It's fantastic. Oh, it's a great option. I don't know if you guys ever box. But I can't recommend boxing enough for cardio. It's so good. Running through combos, jab, cross, hooks, and you just have fun with it, you know? one of those sports where you can't really go wrong. Just hit whatever you want to hit. It's just a blast. So I'll do cardio. Probably 2 times a week I do cardio. Not for weight loss or anything, but just for cardiovascular health. It's very important to get your heart rate going in one way or another. I'm not sure I quite understand, Christian. Are you saying you like the music, Kendrick Lamar? Jabs, man, it's where you catch them. Everyone throws these wild haymakers. They're super easy to stop and super easy to dodge. A jab that you just throw straight, you can't really tell the difference. You just go in and out real fast. It's hard to tell depth perception if something's coming straight at you versus if it's coming from the side. So mastering a good jab where you just snap out, I mean, that's how you really hit somebody. Catch them off guard, you know? Can you beat up Kendrick Lamar? Very likely. I don't remember him being a super big guy. That's a funny question, man. All right, shall we get another set before my legs fall off? Oh my goodness. Here we go. I love keeping tension on exercises, so I'm not going all the way up. That just makes it easier. You get to rest, and resting is for the weak. Oh no. Yeah, that crushed me. Oh, that crushed me. This is why I need help on leg days. Oh, the pain won't go away. All right. That is going to failure. When you do that, you just don't need to work out for hours. You know, I mean, this workout's taking quite a while because we're chatting, we're having fun, but in general, my workouts are probably 45 minutes. I'm just going that hard, and then I don't have to go for that long. I'm in, I'm out, you know? How much is the weight resistance though on that? So I don't actually know what the weight of the padding system is on that. Because even if you put no weight on there, it's really heavy. And I only added 50 pounds to it. So it probably feels like maybe 155, 185. Guillermo, you're so right. It gets worse the next day. In a different way. But it's definitely, I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Okay, now let's move on. If you guys have a suggestion, I want to do maybe 2 exercises more, 1 or 2. How do you guys feel about a sissy squat? Maybe 1 set there, and then a set for like a single leg variant. We could do Bulgarians. We could do a walking lunge, if I hate myself. We could do step ups. Yeah, Zachy, if I'm doing my strength day on this, where I'm lifting 5 reps-ish, I would put on an additional 200 to 210 pounds. But on my hypertrophy day, I'm only putting on 50 because at the bottom, I'm trying to pre-contract to drive up. I'm not just going through motions. I'm trying to squeeze muscles to cause the motion, which is how I feel hypertrophy is the best trained. And I took that philosophy from Kai Green. Bulgarian, I hit legs today and struggle to do those. Yeah, man, Bulgarians suck. I'm already deep into my workout, Dom, and we're gonna hit some Bulgarians. I can't believe I'm gonna do this, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you, Dom. God damn, doing me dirty like that. I'm gonna show you guys a really cool way to set up your Bulgarians. My goal here on this Bulgarian is glutes and quads. That's what I'm going for, right? So I want to make sure that I'm very balanced in this set. I don't want to be unbalanced, right? So let me show you this. I have a video on this, which I'm hilarious in. But I actually set up a bench like this for Bulgarians, not a flat bench. And then I put my foot in to that crease. And now I can't move. So I'm really balanced this whole time. And I'm no longer, like sometimes when you do Bulgarians, you go down, you're kind of wobbling, trying to find your balance. If you lock your foot in here, I'm not going anywhere. And so I can just focus on the muscles that I'm actually trying to train. So there's a little hack for you guys. It's a good way to set it up. Man, Dom, I can't believe you just said, I can't believe you do me dirty like this. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Let me grab some weights. I'm going to make my life hell, but only for 30 seconds, you know? And then I'm going to feel good about it later. Another good way to tell distance on where you want to be is take a seat on that, put your foot out, and then just stand. And that's kind of my starting position for that Bulgarian. 2 hacks. We're full of hacks today. Yeah, dude, it's legit. I don't really want to be wobbling around. That's not my goal here. I don't think that's a goal at all on Bulgarians. I can't even think of a situation where I would want to be unbalanced. Even if I had an elderly person and we're trying to train for functionality and for balance, I would just get them to do a split squat or a lunge because that's what they would actually do. So for Bulgarians, like, just you want to be locked in. I don't see a point of being out of balance. Okay. Here we go. Now at the bottom, again, I'm trying to pre-contract to my quads, through my glutes to lift me up. I'm not just pushing. I'm not just moving to move. Here we go. Contract, drive. Drive. I need more weight. I hate to stop, but I might as well do it. Might as well go for an actual set here that I'm going to fail at and not wuss around and have to do an extra set for no reason. Okay, here we go. That's better. Oh yeah, I'll fail at that soon. Damn. Oh, that hurt. And so here's one thing I want to say about a Bulgarian or any single-legged exercise. Don't do it back to back. What I mean is don't do your left leg and go immediately into your right leg. I'm tired. I just did my left leg. I'm exhausted. If I then do my right leg, I mean, I'm going to get a half-ass set. Why would I do that, right? I'm going to relax, give myself 30 seconds, a minute, then do the right side. Why would I half-ass one side, right? I already have one leg that's way behind the other because I had a surgery on my foot. So my right leg is pretty significantly weaker and smaller than my left. So if anything, I want to give it extra time so I can attempt to catch up. Let's see. Doesn't flat padding help with hip flexors and improve balance? Maybe that's something you want in the long run. Absolutely. So if your goal is balance and train functionality, then I would just suggest doing something that's actually functional to real life. And what I mean by that is, when in real life do I have my foot up on something to go pick something up? I'd say the chances are pretty slim. The chances are more likely that I need to pick up something off the ground. I should practice off the ground and do a split squat or a lunge, something where I might actually do in real life, and then work on balance like that, because that is, I mean, that's a lot of balance right there. I just find save exercises that are functional for that. Like, this is not a functional movement. This is just an awesome isolation movement for that leg. I think we should just treat it like as such. Yeah, especially if you have bad balance or you're not athletic, then yeah, have some lunge stuff, some walking lunges, pickup lunges, split squats, stuff you are going to actually use in real life. Have that as part of your program. Good question, Gabriel. Okay, let's get this bread. So, locking my foot in there real good. Oh, my balance even sucks even more on this side. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh. Oh. Nope. I definitely felt harder on that side. I think I got a rep short, maybe even. But it was good. I don't know if Dom, if you're still here or not, but I'm not doing another set. I'm out. Oh, I am going to do a sissy squat though, just as a little killer for my legs. And if you guys have a suggestion of any other exercise you want me to hit, say it now or forever hold your, what is it? Who cares? I don't have any blood in here anymore. It's all in my legs. I just can't even think. Dom, appreciate you. That's the kind of support we all need in our lives. We need a Dom. Everyone get yourself a Dom. Wait, that sounded wrong. Just wait till you see my sissy squat, Zachy. This is off the chain. I use the sissy squat as a finisher from my quads sometimes, and it is brutal. If you don't know what a sissy squat is, my goal is to try and get my knees as far forward as possible. Ooh, yep. I already felt it there. That was fun. So I'll do it this way so you guys can see. My goal is to push my knees forward. I'm going to get up on my toes. I'm going to lean my chest back, and I'm going to get super deep. And my goal is to try and control the eccentric motion. That means the way down, I'm trying to control it. And on the way up, I'm probably going to have a little bit of help from my hands pulling me up, but that's fine. And we're going to, the main goal is eccentric anyways. And we're going to try and go for 6 to 8, I think. I don't really know. Here we go. Oh yeah, they're tight. Ooh, they are tight. Here we go. So Control that eccentric. Two more, come on. Let's go. One more. Yep. Oh my goodness. I have like 3 or 4 more clients today coming in, and I'm just probably going to be scooting around the gym on a chair. God damn, that sucked. Hell yeah, Guillermo. I'm a huge fan of going super deep on squats whenever you can. For years, I fucking half squatted. All it did was cause knee pain. And then I started doing sissies. I started squatting crazy deep as any movement will allow me, I will. And knee pain went away. Now my knees are super strong. I mean, I can do that. So if I can do that, I'm just never gonna get hurt, you know? I'm just never worried about it. What's up, dude? How's it going? You're on the tail end of the workout here. I don't know if my legs can take any more. If you guys have a suggestion for one more exercise, I might try it if it's not crazy. If not, maybe we'll do an ab exercise. Finish off with one ab. I think that would be pretty good. If you guys have an ab exercise you suggest that you want to go over, let me know, and I'll hit it up. I'm going to see if I can find I have a chain I can put my mic on in here somewhere. Here it is. And then we can go over abs a little bit. You train calves. Yeah, I actually I train them not on the same day as legs. I trained them yesterday. The reason is I just, by the time I get to calves, like if I did calves right now, my legs are goosed, right? So I'd be kind of half-assing calves. So I put them on after I do chest and back together. I then do calves. That way, one, I know I'm going to do it, or I do calves before I even start. And that way, you know, they're on a day that I enjoy. I pair it with that because, I mean, calf training is boring. I've never been really good at it. My calves suck. So put them with things that you like, and that way you'll do it, is a general motto. What is the best way to lose fat fast and to be healthy? Well, so obviously a calorie deficit is what we need. If you want to do it the healthiest way, is we're in a deficit of like 300 to 500 calories a day. Working out is going to help you do that. Building muscle via the workout is going to increase your, engine, you could call it, where we're burning more calories throughout the day naturally. But it's reduce your calories and work out. It means there's no real trick to it, If you want to go crazy, you can just stop eating. Like people who have fat, that is food, that is energy, And the hardcore guys who really want to lose a lot of weight, they'll go on like 10-day fasts because you actually don't need food if you have fat on you. You will lose a lot of muscle that way, so be careful, not recommending that. If you want to keep your muscle, we need a small deficit, which means tracking your calories. Tracking the weight on the scale to watch where your calories are, drinking a lot of water, working out, eating a ton of protein is a great way to do that because that keeps you satiated for longer. Leg day is indeed a hell of a day. You look like Street Fighter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ghoul? I don't know if I've ever played Street Fighter. I'm gonna look it up though after. God, I hope that's a compliment. It might not be. Okay, guys, give me an ab exercise. Any ab exercise you want to see here. Meanwhile, I'm gonna grab some water. But give me something. Or I can give you guys some options to pick from maybe. We could go with a rotation or anti-rotation, so a wood chop or a Pallof press. We could do with a crunch motion, like sit-ups, decline sit-ups, cable crunches is an option, wheel or ball rollouts is an option, good old-fashioned planks. Either way, I'm probably going to superset it with a vacuum, which is an exercise that if you're not doing, I think you should do. And I'll show you guys that. But yeah, pick one of those. First to respond wins. How about that? All right. Man, I can't believe how messed up my legs are right now. That's crazy. All right, we're going topless for the abs. I apologize. I'm sure not many people want to see this, but it's good visualization as we go over how to hit the abs and how to hit that vacuum. I really want to go over that. That's super important. My pants are, I must have lost some weight. My pants are, I need a belt. I just need a belt. You'll have to hold on with me here. Leg raises. Ooh, that's a good one. I completely forgot about leg raises. Thank you, Dom. Let's do some leg raises. Doing it back and chest on the same day, my brother. Dukeness, thank you for your input. And yeah, I mean, every now and then, I honestly, I switch my program probably every few months just because of, I don't know, maybe boredom, right? And I'll have them on different days. Right now, I'm going off an Arnold split where I do chest, back, shoulders, arms, and legs. I kind of like the opposite work. Keep in mind, you weren't here for the whole workout, but I am doing, so one will be strength and one will be hypertrophy. So on my back chest day, say my back strength day, I'll do pull-ups or something where I'm going for strength. You know, ramping up, ramping down, lots of sets just in one, maybe two exercises of strength. And then I'm doing a hypertrophy day for chest. And then on my next chest back day, I'm doing strength for chest, maybe a bench press, dumbbell press, etc. And then doing hypertrophy for back. So I'm not doing hypertrophy. I'm liking it so far, you know. I'm trying to focus on just gaining a little bit more strength in a lot of my lifts. So, okay, so we're gonna go with leg raises. Now, let's think here. I don't have one of those leg raise machines that you sit on and go back with. So I'm thinking that we just do kind of a different version of it. Oh, I forgot my water. A little different version of it. I think I'm going to do kind of a leg raise dead bug variant, just on a horizontal bench. And I'll show you the technique of whether you're doing a standing version or this laying version is the same thing. So we'll go over kind of the idea of it because people do this one wrong a lot. And by wrong, I just mean they're targeting their hip flexors a lot and not their abs. So we'll just go over that. I'm going to use this bench here. Yeah, that should work. Okay, you guys can hear me okay? I think something's wrong with your mouth. Yes, I was paralyzed as a kid. I don't have motor control of the side of my face. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't know. Have you ever looked into bodybuilding? No, I'm just not interested. A lot of friends do bodybuilding, hopped on steroids. And I mean, you have to hop on steroids if you're gonna do bodybuilding. That's just the fact of it. I mean, there are guys who do natural, but if you're gonna be a bodybuilder, you gotta get on the roids. And it's just not something I've ever wanted to do, mostly because I've seen friends do it, and they have experienced side effects that I don't want. It's just not worth it to me. If I'm not competing, like I'm big enough, like I don't really care that much. I have pretty good size. I mean, I'm 6'2". I may be a little bit. I could definitely gain, obviously I could gain muscle and gain weight, but I'm not unhappy with my physique at all, enough that I would risk any side effects. That's just my take. I'm not against other people doing them. I'm just, you know, it's not for me. I love working out to work out, and it's just what I enjoy. June Bertini, I'm sorry. I appreciate it. I appreciate the apologize, and I certainly forgive you. In fact, you don't even have to apologize. Like, yeah, it looks weird, doesn't it? I talk out of one side of my face. My immediate reaction to that was, you know, people are mean online because they're all tough guys behind keyboards, and people comment things like that. Like, it's completely out of my control. You know, I can't control, literally can't control my muscles. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I control this side, and it's just nothing there. Likely from a virus that I got when I was a baby. So nothing I can really do about it. 6'2", I didn't know they stacked shit that high. Okay, that's really mean. What, dude? That's what I'm talking about. There's just like, everyone's so tough. And then they meet me in person, they're not so tough. Okay, who can see me right now? Hopefully you all can see. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm sorry guys. I'm gonna lower the camera so you can see this a little bit better. Sorry. My bad. I just want you guys to be able to see kind of where my abs are at when you're doing this exercise. And hopefully you can hear me well. I'll try and keep the mic fairly close to my face. Okay, so I'm here, and as you can hopefully see pretty well, I have this big dip here. My goal when I'm contracting abs is to get rid of that dip. So I'm trying to push down like that, and then release up, and now I'm getting this stretch again for my abs, right? So I'm here in this dip, I'm pushing down, and then I'm releasing. And then just where my legs are is providing me the resistance, okay? So if I have my legs here, right, I'm letting that go down, I'm getting this big stretch, I'm getting this opening in my lower back, and then I'm gonna contract my abs and close that. And close that. And so I'm not actually raising my legs at all, because that is predominantly hip flexors and upper quads. I'm just focusing on contracting my abs, and my abs are just causing my legs to come up, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And if you're doing the standing version, my back is against the padding system, I'm trying to do the same thing. I have this here, I'm gonna get rid of it, I'm gonna drive my abs through the pad. It's gonna lift my legs up. I'm not trying to lift up like this, because that is predominantly my hip flexors doing the work to bring me up. I'm gonna try and contract through with my abs and release my abs over and over again, and have my abs fail and not my hip flexors, right? Do you think there's a way to do steroids safely? Yeah, the answer's probably yes. I think if you have to be very diligent about tracking your levels of cholesterol, blood pressure, and not abusing, you know? It's tough though, and I know, here's the thing, like a lot of it's genetics. You'll have one cycle that destroys somebody and ruins them and causes depression and gyno and all these bad side effects, and then the other person just can be on steroids forever and it doesn't really affect them. So you're kind of taking a risk with yourself, and that's why a bunch of guys are on steroids for a while. They get massive and everything goes fine. It's just their genetics are fine for it, and then their buddy hops on it and then they get destroyed. It's a bit of a risk, but it's your risk to take. It's not my risk to take. But you can definitely do it safely, do it properly, I would suggest doing it. Hey dude, did you know that if you place the mic against your chest, you could pick up the sound of your heartbeat? I don't know, bro. It sounds fake. It sounds fake as fuck. You guys let me know. It's a cool experiment. I'm willing to try. Anybody? Heart rate's actually pretty high right now. You're dead. I'm dead. I am. Okay, you know what exercise I really feel like right now? It's maybe a like cable crunch, something like that. Lol, nah. Oh man, I'm just not really feeling those leg raises. My legs are just smoked right now, and any involvement on them sucks. So I'm gonna just do a little pass on that. Oh, I'm knocking things over. Or what else could we do? We could do a rollout. Why don't we do rollouts? That could be fun. Ugh. Cool. Pants are falling down. I think I'm beginning to realize that doing abs at the end of a leg day is just a really bad idea, because I'm really tired, and I gotta hit a leg still. That just sucks. Or sorry, gotta hit an ab still. That just sucks. Okay, let's lower this down. You're on a diet. Unfortunately, right now I am on a slight diet. I wouldn't say diet, but me and my wife, we are just trying for a baby right now. And a few recommendations was just you can't have no alcohol, no weed, which sucks. Just kidding. Hopefully, don't smoke, kids. No alcohol, no weed, and then I've cut out dairy. And that freaking sucks, because I drink so much protein. And when you cut it, man, when that's like the source of your protein, like one of the main sources of your protein and one of the main sources of your calories, it's hard to catch up on the other end with meat products. And I've done maybe not a poor job, but I've definitely lost weight because of it. But you know, what can you do? It's fine. I have other goals in my life. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see me if I do a little rollout here. So let's go like that. Okay. That might be a little better. Okay, there we go. Yep. Okay, so rollouts. My goal here, I'm going to try and push my butt forward like this. Roll out so it's all abs. And roll back. God damn. One thing I do want to mention when it comes to rollout exercises is that your tension increases the further you go out, right? So here, I'm under a lot of tension. As I roll out, that tension goes away. So in the name of making the exercise harder and making it more abs, stop rolling out and coming all the way back. You're in a rest position here. Why are we resting? My whole goal is to try and get my abs to fail as fast as I can. Why would I want to bring this back and let them rest? So I want to be going far out and then driving back right about there. I still have some tension. And if I come back further, it's gone. So I'm stopping. Think of it like I want the biggest range of motion I can under tension. That's how I like to lift anyways. I feel like it's great for muscle, and it's also great for your mind, right? It makes the exercise tough, and you have to be tough and get tougher to do it. Looking big, brother. Thanks, appreciate you. F. Oh, message retracted, sorry. Do the mask guy meme workout. I'm not sure I know what that is. You mean the Vira Mortal workout meme? I don't know what that is, guys. Sorry. Are consistent mediocre intensity workouts better than high intensity for less frequent workouts? I wouldn't say so. I would say think of it like a scale on both where you're trying to get to 100, right? If you're failing, like failing on every set really hard, it might take me 4 sets, working sets to get to that 100 where I'm gassed out. And then if I'm not failing, it might take me 8 to 10 sets to get gassed out. Either way, you're probably getting gassed out. And your whole point is you're trying to cause an adaptation. And I believe most research says that the closer you can get to failure, the bigger the adaptation. But that being said, you have guys that like, oh my God, Lee Priest, massive bodybuilder, pretty much never went to failure, you know? So you don't need to, clearly, but I like to. I find it's fun. I push myself. It's a great way to relieve stress, you know? It's just like I'm pushing my own limits and I'm getting better every time. So it's just, you have to find what you enjoy, right? That's what I enjoy. I enjoy going to total failure and annihilating myself. If you don't, that's fine. Come, 1 or 2 short of that, that's fine. Kamal, what's up? How's it going? How do you progressive overload, for example, if you are doing 2 sets today? Do the same weight for both sets. This is a really good question. Thank you for the question. As I'm starting a muscle group, say I'm starting chest, okay? It's my first exercise. I will ramp up in weight until I get to that working set weight, right? So say I'm doing bench press. I know my working set weight last time was 225. I'm gonna start with 95, 135, 185, and then hit that 225. I'm ramping up to get my muscles warmed up and used to lifting. When I move on to sets after that, say I do an incline press or flies, I'm going straight into my working set weight. You don't need to warm up again. You've already warmed up, right? You just go straight into that working set weight. And then how you judge for progressive overload is you keep track of what you're lifting. So say last time I did bench and my goal is 8 to 12, and say I got 8, that means that I'm gonna keep it and I try to get 9 or 10, but say, I benched last time and I got 14 at 225. I got 14 reps. My next time, I'm gonna bump that up to now 230 or 235, probably 230. I like to go fairly slow. When you're natural, make your progressives very slow. So I bump it up to 230 or 235 and see how many I can get. I'd probably get around 7 or 8 like that. And then I work my way up, keep it at 230. I try and get 9, keep it at 230. I try and get 10, 11, keep it at 230. I try and get 12, 13, 14. Then I bump up the weight again, 235. Okay? I like to do in that 8 to 12 zone-ish, right? So as I'm doing it, once I hit 13, 14, I can bump it up. As long as I have a small increment, I should be totally fine and safe from injury. So I'm not too worried about that. Hey, quick question. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Kamal. No problem, Emhe. Thank you for the question. That's actually a really good question that a lot of people ask. Progressive overload can be tough. But that's a great method to try. Instead of just track, you got to track, you know, and I know I'm not tracking during this workout because we're live, but I have a whole folder in my notes in my iPhone where I have a different note for every grouping. So I have a chest note, I have a back note, legs note, and I write down every exercise, what weight I did, how many reps I did, and sometimes I write beside it even how it felt. Like, ooh, that was too heavy, or bump it up next time. Give myself some notes so that I go back to it. I go back and I look up bench press. Okay, I did this for that many, and I had a note here that said go up. That's what I'm gonna do. So tracking, that's why the old bodybuilders had those notebooks. You know, nowadays just put it in your phone. And you might look like you're that texter at the gym, but you're just writing down your stuff, you know? And that way you can actually see the progressive overload too, right? And make a difference. Should you keep using the same weights until it's easier for you? Yes. Yeah, again, so if you're trying to stay 8 to 12, once you are able to do a set where you get 13, 14, 15, then you bump it up. You look real American. The funniest thing, you weren't here earlier, I'm Canadian. Although I do live in America now. I live in San Diego, rocking the Cali vibes now, but I am Canadian. Dutch heritage, Dutch, Scottish, English. I think maybe it's Danish as well, but I know I'm the two predominantly in my gene pool is Dutch and Scottish. So pretty much I reflect things very well. I'm white as they come, you know? I do not tan well. I burn really well, which sucks. And notice how I'm trying to keep tension. Woo. God damn. This was fun, man. We had so many good questions this time. I'm just going live like pretty randomly actually in between clients when I'm wanting to get a workout at the gym here. I wish I was a little more consistent on times, but this has been really good. A lot of really good questions. Ignoring me, Kamal, I'm so sorry. I have an interesting question for you. Okay. Yusuf, fly in the gym. Yeah, hell yeah. Hopefully you guys like that. Pretty dope. What's the easiest way to, Kamal, will you tell me what's going on? What's the easiest way to fight your calorie intake for a deficit or maintenance? No, questions are good. These are really good. A lot of people have these questions too. So it's good to go over them. You want to cut, but you don't know how much to drop. Yeah, okay, so the first thing is you gotta start tracking if you're not tracking. Start tracking your calories and do daily weigh-ins as well. Don't take them too seriously. Remember, it's just data, right? Weigh-ins, you're gonna go all over the place, up and down and up and down. It's just data to have, okay? So the more you can weigh in, like every morning at the same time, wake up, do your business, weigh in, just for data. Don't worry about what it says on the scale. But then what you do is you try and match your calories the same day. Say you're trying to intake 3,000 calories a day. Now, if I keep that 3,000 calories consistent over time, it's going to show me on the scale what that means. And say, I'm just going to use super easy numbers here, right? Say you weigh 200 pounds on the scale, and you eat 3,000 calories for 10 days straight, and you stay at 200 pounds. That means that is more or less your maintenance. Now, if you find that you go down a little bit, 3,000 is a calorie deficit for you. If you find you go up, 3,000 is a surplus for you. So the truth is you have to have data. And you have data by tracking your calories, and you have data by tracking on the scale. Now, obviously the scale is like, it's a tough thing because it's like, it doesn't tell you what you're growing or what's, it could be fat, could be muscle, but in general, that's just a way to find your maintenance calories. If you give me your weight and height, we could kind of come up with a game plan as far as what you should start with for calories. If clean bulking doesn't work, should one move on to dirty bulking? Oh man, that is a great question. No, you just need to eat more food, eat more good food. Do you have a client coming in right now? All right. One of my trainers just showed up, and she's taking a client. So I got a jet. This has been good. If you guys have questions, you can go to my Instagram. It's Lionstrong Athletics, and send me a message there. Or my email is lionstrongathletics@gmail.com. Feel free to help everyone for free. You guys just send me your messages. I can help you out. But I got to go for now, unfortunately. I'll probably be on in a few days for another live workout. If you can meet me then, that'd be awesome. And subscribe. All right, take care, guys. It's been a blast. Really nice to meet you all. Catch you next time.